Welcome back to Pure Brews America. We're at HopCat Royal Oak for their grand opening celebration.
Having grown up in Grand Rapids, I've been over to this side of the state a million times. I've bar hopped many times with friends in Royal Oak, and our Detroit location is doing really well for us. This is about 12, 15 miles away. We thought maybe we'd do a second Detroit area location, and we immediately thought of Royal Oak.
The reception has been fantastic, so if anything, that's why. Because everyone apparently wants one really bad here, so we're going to do it.
Ever since they opened the Detroit HopCat, I've been waiting. I'm not adverse to going to Detroit, but I've been waiting for something a little bit closer.
Yeah, I went to Michigan State, and so I fell in love with it there. And then down in Detroit, I work in Detroit, so fell in love with that one. And so I have a feeling they're just following me around.
Royal Oak is one of my favorite places to hang out on the weekend, so I was like, I gotta come to the Royal Oak one.
Welcome HopCat to Royal Oak.
I was told that people were probably going to be camping out, and I was like, might as well just be like 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th in line, and ended up being the first person in line when I showed up.
I'm the second in line. I got here at 5 a.m. I went to the opening in Detroit a couple of years ago, and it was in December, and I got there at 6 in the morning, and there was already 3 people in front of me, so I thought, nice weather, I better go early.
The earliest we've ever had anyone stand in line, I think, is 9 p.m. the night before. So they slept overnight in a tent. I like to say they're crazy like a fox. They're smart because they're getting free crack fries for a year.
Beer, free crack fries, definitely worth waiting in line for.
It's a pretty massive endeavor to open a big bar like this in terms of the logistics that go into it.
It takes laser focus from a lot of people.
It's about a 6-month process from the time we break ground until the time we open.
The management team, they opened the hiring center like 60 days out, so they've been living and working in Royal Oak for 2 months now. The operations team comes in, they bring in trainers from around the country. So if you're a server, there are server trainers. If you're a bartender, there are bartender trainers. There's trainers everywhere. And then the creative team coming in and doing chalkboards to making sure the menus are right. There's the construction team. Those guys are like, they're still working. I was told about 2 hours ago that we were 96.7% done. And I said, that's better than 95%. And it was like, yesterday we were at 93, so we are moving the ball.
It always comes right down to the wire. Even right now, we're still hanging artwork and moving furniture around on the 3rd floor.
It's kind of crazy.
1, yeah! 2, come on, let me hear it! 3, give me all you got! 4, last one! 5, yeah!
5 squats for freedom, something I created like in, I don't know, like 95. It puts a smile on everybody's face. Even if they hate the concept, by the end of it, they've got a dumb grin on their face.
Actually, it exceeds my expectations. It's a very comfy place. You feel right at home right away.
And even though this one seems to have a lot of elements from Grand Rapids, I think it's extremely unique as well.
So it's 3 floors and we have 3 separate designs. I wanted the first floor to kind of look like a pub, just a warm, welcoming type of place with hardwood and brick and real pub kind of atmosphere. So that's what we did here.
This is premier spot.
I love the artwork, the jazz theme's cool. I like how it all is. I mean, the wood, the brick, it's looking good.
The 2nd floor, we went for an Art Deco kind of speakeasy look. We have Naga hide and leather on the walls. We have a lot of old photographs of old jazz musicians. Rooftop is more of like a loungy cocktail, rooftop deck atmosphere. We actually play tiki bar music up there, a playlist that I put together.
I'm excited for this summer, being up on the rooftop.
I mean, Royal Oak doesn't have a lot of outside beer drinking spots, so I'll be up there a lot.
So we have 100 beers here, 100 beers on the 2nd floor, and then we have 30 beers, the local 30 on the 3rd floor. So 230 taps.
And it's gonna be hard to choose from all those. It's gonna be awesome. But I wanna do like a flight. I wanna try several, because there's a lot of options here.
We do have shorts, which is what I'm drinking, but we also have Dragon Mead and Royal Oak Brewery and Rochester Mills and a lot of other local Southeast Michigan breweries.
Honestly, you can't beat it. One of the best bars I've ever seen.
Cheers to HopCat Royal Oak. Cheers!
Cheers!